This is the Bat Hound, sniffing out the best ASA softball bats there are. Today I'm here to bring you the rankings for the 2021 ASA softball bats. We have a lot of bats to get through. First, a couple comments. Just a reminder, I am a guy oftentimes hitting out of his garage up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Nothing special, I just love the game, love trying out softball bats. I have no reason to choose one bat over the other. If another bat takes out my gamer and outperforms it, it just means it's going to hit the ball faster and farther. I'm just trying to find the best bats for my swing. I'm looking for a bat that's going to help me to feel most comfortable when I step into the plate. I try to put a lot of swings on the bat so I can really get a feel for the bat and how it's performing. I was not able to get to all the ASA softball bats. A lot of bats came out, but I got to 27. For example, this Anarchy Skud here, it roughly has 50 to 100 swings, so I just really was not able to get the time into it to review. So I have 5 levels of bats. The bottom level, I would say, is this, that I cannot recommend the bat. I don't have the bottom 2 here. In 27th place is the Demarini Nihilist USA. That is the 12-inch barrel, the short barrel with an end load. I was hoping that short barrel this year would improve the performance, and every once in a while, I suppose, but for the most part, just did not work for me. In the 26th spot is the Demarini Nihilist Goldie, and that has an end load as well. I was hoping that the end load would help it from last year, and again, it just did not perform for me. I will say, I did play against someone using the Goldie this year, and he was smashing with it, so that encouraged me, but it just didn't work for me. Number 25 is the Axe Revolution. This is an exclusive by Unicorn Sports. Graphics are great. I believe this is probably the Axe Power Gap, which is a low compression bat with an end load, and an axe handle, which I find to be quite comfortable. I just did not get good performance with it. It sounds good, it just did not perform for me. Moving into 24th is the Anarchy Loco one-piece. There's a 2-piece model as well. This is the one-piece. Sounds great. This is a low compression bat for Anarchy, 25-ounce mid-load. Feels fantastic in the swing. Sounds great. I just did not get the performance I was looking for from it. Now we're moving into the next category, which I would say is maybe if I found a good deal. So these aren't the bats that I would like really highly recommend. They're sort of like, yeah, maybe if there was a good deal. So this would be in the 23rd spot would be the Demarini Juggy. I gained the Juggy years ago, so it'll always have a sweet spot in my heart. Short barrel, 12-inch barrel with an end load, swings light. It's got that unique Juggy sound. Every once in a while, it will really get a hold of the ball for me. But then it just goes back to just not performing on a really high level for me. That's the Demarini Juggy. Number 22 is the Worth Mach 1 XL. Now for Worth bats, if you see XL, that means it's a half-ounce end load. If you ever find one that's a double XL, like there was the purple EST a few years ago that had an XL or a double XL, the double XL means it is a 1-ounce end load. So it's a half-ounce end load, 13.5-inch barrel. Sounds fantastic, but I just did not get good performance from it. Now that said, I played against a team in the fall this year that many of the team members used this bat and they were crushing the ball. So that again encouraged me. I just did not get that performance from it. Moving on to number 21 is the Anarchy Loco 2-piece model. Again, a 25-ounce mid-load. This also is low compression bat. I was hoping this would perform better. It just never got there. Shout out and thanks to Heather Nowak for sending this to me to try it out. If you ever see her on Facebook selling a bat, I would not hesitate to purchase from her. But here's the Anarchy Loco. 25-ounce mid-load, just didn't do it. All right, moving on to number 20. This is a cross core for Anarchy, the Anarchy Alliance. you'll see the cross core there. That means it's good for the 52-300 ball as well as some of the harder softballs, so like the 44s. So one-piece bat with a 1 ounce end load by Anarchy feels fantastic in the swing. Typically, these cross core technology bats by Anarchy are going to be quieter on contact. The performance usually is better than it sounds, though. So that's a good thing. That's the Anarchy Alliance. Number 19 is the the Worth Krecher XL, which means again it's an end loaded, a 1/2 ounce end load, 13.5 inch barrel, perhaps the best sounding bat in the game right now, maybe. It just sounds like smashing glass. It sounds fantastic. Now, I could be wrong on this. I think why so many people rank it so high is because of the sound. I mean, it sounds fantastic. On contact, you think you just smashed the ball. I just don't get the performance that matches that sound. So, every once in a while it does okay, but not consistent enough that I could, say like that's a top performer. Moving on to 18 is the Demarini Nihilist DB44. So in general, I have, the Nihilist bats have not performed well for me at all. This is the one Nihilist model that sometimes performs good. I mean, there are times where it has performed really great for me, but I don't know. It could be like the Juggy for me, where it's like I take it out the next day and it's okay. So I don't understand why that is. Maybe the sweet spot's just really small. I don't know. But it's got an end load. It got a lot of webbing on that one. That's number 18. Number 17 is the Anarchy Rebellion. This again is a cross-core technology bat. This is the Supercharged, I should say, because there's another Rebellion that came out this year, but this is the Supercharged. 13-inch barrel with a 1 ounce end load. Swings very much like the original Rebellion, as well as like the Anarchy Ambassador. All the Anarchies that have the 1 ounce end load swings just like that, from what I can tell. Again, it's going to be quiet, but I think on the radar, I haven't gotten great numbers on it necessarily. Generally speaking, I find that sometimes with the Anarchy bats, they don't do that great on the radar, but they'll do better for me on the field. But that is the Anarchy Rebellion Supercharged. Moving on to number 16 is the Monsta Flip Money. This has a 1/2 ounce end load. It is the M5 composite for Monsta, so new for 2021. This has good sound. I was expecting a little bit better performance from it. It started out decent for me. I was expecting it to take off at some point, just never really got there. Sounds good, but that is the Flip Money. Number 15 is the Anarchy All the Smoke. Another cross-core technology for Anarchy. 13-inch barrel with a 1/2 ounce end load. Again, it swings like most of those 13-inch barrels with a 1/2 ounce end load. It's not super loud. There was all the smoke last year. There was a black base paint with the gray lettering. This is the white base paint with the gray lettering. That is number 15. All right, number 14 is the Demarini Mercy. This comes in 25 ounce and 26 ounce. I prefer the 25 ounce pretty significantly for the Mercy. Some bats like the Fallout by Monsta, it comes in 26, 27. I prefer the 27 ounce, got better performance for that. The Demarini Mercy, I really prefer the 25 ounce. If I remember correctly, it was advertised as an end load or a mid load. In my opinion, this really swings like a balanced bat. I've got a lot of swings on this one, and I've hit a lot of hard softballs with it. So if you play in leagues that use 52-300 and then another league that use 44s, this could be a good bat for you. Swings, really feels like it's going to whip through the zone with that, in my opinion, more of a balanced feel. The cross-core technology are good for those if you use 44s in your leagues too. All right, moving on to another category now. I would label this category as a solid choice, and you can expect some good performance from that bat. And the first one in that category, in number 12, is that right? is the Onyx Firstborn. So this is this is number 13. This is the first bat by Onyx in ASA or USA softball. So that is exciting. It's always fun to see a new bat company come into the game, into the ASA world. And this sounds pretty quiet. It outperforms the sound. It came in a end load model and a mid load model. I have the 25-ounce mid load because I have gamed the Monsta Sinister for a while, and that's a mid load. So I wanted to compare it to that, also 25 ounces. In my opinion, this does not really swing like a mid load, though. It swings more like a balanced bat to me. But that was fun to see them come into the market. Now, number 12 is the Monsta DNA Legacy. I mean, look at the graphics on that. This is a M5 composite as well, just like the Flip Money, so new for Monsta this year. This one has a 1 ounce end load. I got better performance than the Flip Money. Actually, right out of the gates, I would say, and just continues to outperform that one. So this would be, one that I had a hard time ranking because at times I wanted to rank it higher. We'll see where it goes. Ranking some of these bats was not as easy as one might think, than I would think too. Sometimes I look at that rankings and I'm like, nah, that's just not right. But some of the bats stay right where they are. All right, number 11, we have the Monsta Black Sheep. This is the balanced model. There's also an end-loaded model. This is the balanced one. Really swings like a balanced bat. Comes in 26 ounce and 27 ounce. I was very impressed with this bat. I was not expecting as good a performance as I've been getting from this one. That fallout, this is the same as the fallout. Fallout was a mid load. That fallout would give me some knuckleballs that just didn't work for me. So I was kind of expecting this one just to not perform for me, but it has done quite well. Highest ranking bat, balanced bat for me this year. So if you're looking for a balanced bat for 2021, this would be the one that I would recommend for my swing. That is the Black Sheep in number 11. Moving on to number 10, this is the Anarchy Rebellion. This is the short barrel. So there was the Rebellion Supercharged, was a 13-inch barrel, 1 ounce end load. This is 12-ounce barrel, or 12-inch barrel with, 12-ounce barrel. A 12-inch barrel with a 1 ounce. So both of them have a 1 ounce. It's the difference between a 13-inch barrel and a 12-inch barrel. I think this is probably a repaint of the Anarchy Amped. I don't know if it's an exact repaint or not. Cool graphics with almost like metallic wood grain in the background there. It's going to swing heavy. That 1 ounce end load is going to be pronounced. It's a cross-core technology. It's going to be on the quieter side again, but this is a solid choice. This is going to hit the ball real well. It's the Anarchy Rebellion. Number 9 is the Anarchy Nitrous Supercharged. This is a 13-inch barrel with a half-ounce end load. In my opinion, this one does swing heavier than some of the other 13-inch barrel half-ounce end load. That half-ounce end load feels more pronounced. Same on the original Nitrous. I felt the same way. I've hit a lot of hard softballs with this. I even did a home run derby with some of the really hard softballs, and it's still holding up quite well. So you can expect some really good performance with this. The Anarchy Nitrous Supercharged. Number 8 is the Anarchy Natural Light. This is a 12-inch barrel with a half-ounce end load. Just feels fantastic. I don't know if it's an exact repaint of the Pitbull, but same specs, and I love the Pitbull. I love that Pitbull right up until that restrictor came loose. And, the restrictor, when that comes loose, you can usually shake it and it'll rattle. Just so you know, when that comes loose, the compression, it'll still pass compression. It will absolutely smash the ball, but it's illegal. But this one is holding up well. I enjoy swinging. I've given it, let other people try these bats, and I've never found anybody that did not like this bat. It just feels fantastic in the swing. I'm looking forward to seeing if it will continue to improve. It just feels great. It's great on contact and hits the ball well. Solid choice there on the natural light. All right, moving into number 7 is the Monsta Bombardier, or the Bombardier. This is a one-piece bat. with a 1 ounce end load. Last year it was the Monsta Laser Show, same specs, a repaint of that. That I believe they only made 100. This one is performing better than that one did for me. I'm not sure exactly why. I do have the Flex model, so the 2500. And I don't know, sometimes I guess the way the metals come together or whatnot, the bat can just start off better. But it's performing great. This should be a very durable bat. It's 26 ounce and 27 ounce. Fantastic, the Bombardier. Moving on to number 6 is the Monsta Allegiance. This would be a repaint of the Monsta Torch from 2017 and following. So it's a 25 ounce bat, 2-piece, mid-loaded. I don't know this for sure, but my guess is for folks that swing Monsta bats, the Torch is probably the fan favorite. It probably just really fits a lot of swings. 25 ounce mid load that's going to swing heavy for a 25 ounce. It's typically going to scale in the mid 25 ounce. So like 25.4, 25.5 or something like that. And it's got some good durability, great sound once that gets broken in. It's going to perform pretty good out of the wrapper, but just continue to get better. And it's going to smash the ball. So that's a good choice there. The Monsta Allegiance. That's a exclusive paint by Revolution Athletics. Also had a 1-piece model. Moving on to number 5. This is the Miken Freak KP23. This is a max load right there. So for Miken bats, if it's max load, that means it's a 1/2 ounce end load. If it's super max, like the DC41 was, that would be a 1 ounce end load. But this is a max load, so it's a 1/2 ounce end load, and it's a 12-inch barrel, so a short barrel. A lot of the Miken bats break in and get down to compression numbers really quick. The Miken Freak, at least last year, took the longest, and I'd have to check the compression numbers for this one here. But this is one of the greatest sounding bats on the market as well, right there with the Mach 1 and the Krecher, like smashing glass. But in my opinion, for my swing, the performance matches the sound with this bat. It just performs fantastic. It swings light. It's got that 1/2 ounce end load, but in my opinion, it swings light. Feels great on contact, great sound. You can expect some good performance from this bat. All right, number 4, and moving on to another level. This I would label as the top tier bats, and you can expect great performance from these bats. Moving into number 4 is the Monsta Skud. This came in 25 ounces. It's a 2-piece bat. This is the M6 composite, so new for Monsta for 2021. Has a 1/2 ounce end load. I experienced, I think, more feedback on contact early on, especially with mishits. But as that barrel softened up, got more swings on it, that really improved. It sounds fantastic, and you can expect great performance from this bat. I would say just make sure you're not swinging it under 55 degrees. That's the thing with this bat. Make sure it's at least 55 degrees or above. You don't want to go below that. So that's the Monsta Skud at number 4. Moving on to the 3rd spot is the Monsta Go, or the Game Only. Even says warning. Not a team bat. You break it, you buy it. Game only. So this is an M4 composite. My understanding, it's the same as the M6. This bat was very versatile. It came in, it came in 23 ounce, which is this one. This is the 25 ounce. And then it came in the 26 ounce. So it came in 23, 24, 25, and 26. This has a full 1 ounce end load. And this also, you do not want to hit below 55 degrees. For example, this is my 23 ounce, and this is cracked up real good. This was user error. I used it in the colder weather, and it cracked. So you really want to be careful with that. Really, for performance-wise, it probably would have been ranked number 2 if it could go deeper into the fall. I'm up here in Wisconsin, so in the fall, that weather goes down, especially once the sun goes down in the evening. And having a bat that can hit in that weather is really good for up here. So if this could be hit in the colder weather, probably would have been scored and ranked in number 2. But keep this at 55 degrees or above. And for my swing, I like the 23 ounce. It's last year there was the Monsta Torch Light that was a 22 ounce balance. Going from say the Sinister the 25 ounce mid load or a 26 ounce bat down to the 22 ounce balance was a dramatic shift, and you really had to like mentally think like stay back, stay back, stay back, stay back. With this, the 23 ounce with a 1 ounce end load, I really don't experience that. I could just switch between bats and not really have to think about it as much. So I'm really liking the 23 ounce with the 1 ounce end load. That was number 3. And in second place this year is the Monsta Return of the King. This is a Black Sheep repaint. So it's a 25.5 ounce, also comes in 26.5. This is an exclusive paint by GS Sports. I mean, wonderful, wonderful graphics on that. This bat, it's going to take some more swings to break in than some of the other Monsta bats, especially like say that Go or the Sinister or the Torch or the Skud. This is going to take more swings, but it's very durable. Sounds great, and you should be able to get a good amount of swings on this bat here. So it feels great through the zone. Feels good in contact. Sounds great, and you can expect some really good, really great experience here. Great performance. So where am I going here? Yeah, all right. Now, the champion this year, I would say, in a league of its own. It has its own category, just in a league of its own. I mean, 3 years in a row, the Monsta Sinister comes out on top. This is the top performer for me. Now, every once in a while, the Monsta Sinister loses a round. That's bound to happen, but then it bounces right back and just demonstrates that it deserves to be on the top. This bat performs wonderful. It is a 25 ounce, one-piece bat, mid-load, with a floating inner barrel. Now, just a reminder, anytime, right now at least, you find a Monsta bat that is one piece, it's 25 ounces, it's mid-loaded, and it has the floating inner barrel, it is the same bat. Now, this is a candy edition, the blue model, and this is absolutely beautiful. But it's not only a beautiful bat, it smashes the ball. This is the top performer for me. It sounds great on contact, feels wonderful through the zone, and just consistently just hits the ball well. So there you have it. Once again, congratulations to the Sinister. Again, if I find a bat that can outperform the Sinister, that's going to take over as the gamer, because it just means it hits the ball faster and farther. I'm still looking. I haven't found it. The Sinister still holds on to the championship once again for 2021. Congratulations to the Sinister. You know, I'd love to hear what bats are your favorite for 21. Feel free to leave those in the comments, and be sure to check out thebathound.com. There you'll find merch. You'll find these rankings, stats on the bats and such. This t-shirt there. I try to put used bats up there that are available. Recommended products and more. That's thebathound.com. Feel free to leave any questions, comments down below. This is the Bat Hound, everyone, signing off. Be sure to subscribe to the channel up here. Check out some other videos up here and down here. Thanks, everybody.